Say savage, stay savage. This your boy Shino Ventura. What's poppin'? Today we are back, and guess what? Today we go through some different shit. We're about to talk about Boku no Hero. Yes, My Hero Academia, Boku no Hero. Yeah, however the fuck you want to say it. I seen some people on Twitter having some controversy on why do people say Boku no Hero when My Academia becomes before that and shit like that. You know, so it's like, hey, I can say what the fuck I want. But anyways, we're gonna talk about this anime. We're gonna talk about this show. I'm gonna do like a bit of a review, but I'm also gonna give you like my true like opinions on it because I've never really talked about it. Like I've done like side videos about it, but I never really get into too much detail, and it's probably something I want to start to bring to the channel for reviewing. I am trying to catch up in the manga as well because I've been reading that, you know, trying to catch up. There's a lot of chapters in the manga, surprisingly, and once I catch up to that and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be bringing those chapter reviews as well as Naruto, well, Boruto, shall I say, as well as Boruto and shit like that, and we have our whole little mixture of like different flavors on that on the channel and shit like that, because that was something else I wanted to branch off into doing. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that being said, make sure you drop a like, and with that being said, finally, let's get it.
Whipping all this dope up in the trap house. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.
So let's talk about My Hero right off the bat. Let's talk about it at the beginning. If you think about it, My Hero has always shown us some pretty interesting stuff since the beginning of the series. You know, in the beginning, you know, we was looking at Deku or Midoriya or Izuka, however you want to pronounce it. We were looking at him as one of those characters was just like, yo, you crying way too much. Like, that's probably one of my biggest things about, like, shows like this. Like, the main character usually is what attracts me to an anime and what usually makes me want to watch it. And the fact that he was crying so much, I'm used to like characters being like super OP or at least trying, just never giving up. But the fact that Midoriya or Izuka, Deku, whatever you want to say, I'm gonna say Deku for this video. Every time you know, I get into that, people are like, oh well, his name is Izuka or Midoriya, you know, they just want to say different names and shit like that. So we're gonna say Deku. But like when I first seen Deku, I was just like, god damn, it's just like, why does he cry so much? Like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't attach to him because of the fact that he cried, and you know, he was always trying to, like, you know, basically branch out and talk about quirks and shit, but he didn't have a quirks and he was like really weak. So, you know, he would always cry whenever something good would happen or whenever something didn't go his way. He was crying as a child and shit like that. So like, I'm looking at the character as a whole and I'm thinking to myself, like, is this really an anime that everybody's been talking about? Like, you know, I mean, I watched it when it first came out. Obviously, like, a lot of people were talking about it, so I wanted to see what it was about. So I started watching it, and then I was like, okay, I guess I can deal with it. But then I started seeing other characters around him. That's what kind of trapped me in it. And it was just like, okay, Kachan is a fucking beast straight off the back. You know what I'm saying? We got Todoroki coming out the cut. We got Lydia. We got All Might. You know, Endeavor. We seen Eraserhead. You know, we starting to see like a lot of like fire ass heroes in this show. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, this is getting interesting. So, you know, I was like, I'm gonna stick around, I'm gonna see what happens with this kid, because I know a lot of people kept telling me he gets better, and, you know, they was giving me their opinions and shit like that. It was like, Shino, you know, don't worry about it. I know at the beginning he's kind of but you know, eventually he starts to get better. He starts to like branch out and develop his power a little bit more, and that's something that I will say they've been doing really well with this anime. Like, as a whole, for Boku no Hero, My Hero, blah blah blah, they've been coming with the heat in terms of like developing characters. Like, we watched them go from, like, you know, these kids that was just trying to make it through to become heroes into the academy to, like, you know, them being in real life situations. Like, you know, I understand they're still like not pro heroes and shit like that, but like they still like excelling really well, and they like learning this shit, and you can see them develop into like heroes and shit like that. I wonder what's like for the future of it, like, because you gotta think about it. Like, my boy Todoroki, he got the fucking juice. Like, he got the juice and the sauce. So I'm gonna say the flame is the sauce and the fucking ice is the juice or whatever. Like, this man really got the power. Like, his quirk is amazing. You know, Kachan is really skillful. This man thinks like critically. Like, if you look at all the characters and all the components that they put into My Hero, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of different outputs. There's a lot of different ways you can go about like dissecting this anime and just say like it's really good. And there's one thing else also, it's been really consistent. Like, a lot of people think with an anime, you know, there's gonna be ups and downs. Like, for the most part, when I was watching Boku no Hero, you know, I was always getting some heat in the second season. Like, this season as a whole, it's been just constant heat. Like, it'll be like one episode where it's just like, all right, they'll chill. Then like the next episode, they'll get into some shit. It was like never a dull moment. Like, they would take like their little pausable breaks and shit, but as soon as like the break would happen, then some other shit would just pop off, and it would just bring me back into another situation. So it was like I was always engulfed into looking at some things. So I was just like, okay, I see it. Like, you gotta think about it. If we watch all the way from the beginning, we got some build up, and then we got to see like different developmental shit from Midoriya in the beginning, because you know we was watching him try to grow into a hero and shit like that, even though he did not use his quirk, versus like, you know, him going against normal without fucking shattering his arm completely. But then he got into the Todoroki part where he was like kind of microwaving, he was kind of like using it properly, but then sometimes he would just use it fucking ridiculously. So it's like he had the concept of his power, but he didn't have it like as much as he wanted. And that goes to show you like the developmental stages of this character and how he changes throughout the entire series. People are sleeping on this shit, like because if you think about it, once he got past that era, then he got to meeting with Gran Torino. I think I pronounced that wrong as fuck, but like, you know, let me know. But Gran, basically his new teacher and shit like that. I mean, he got his fucking teaching license suspended at the end of this episode, but you know, that's no here nor there. He didn't give a fuck. He only got it to teach All Might anyway. So basically, you know, he got there and he was like, okay, think microwave, you know, again, but apply it to like this item, you know. You putting it in one spot, you need to put it all over. You need to centerize it, you know, instead of just trying to put it in the arms, put it over the whole body. And that nigga grasped the concept of that instantaneously, and I was just like, holy shit. Like, if we looking at Deku is really doing some shit. Like, this man is literally strategic monsters. His perception of different things is really well. And then you look at that and then you put it to a situation where he's only mastered it maybe for like a day and a half, you know, and not even mastered it, just used it really. And he goes up to against Hero Killer Stain and he's just using the power like off GP. I mean, we got to see this part where he went outside trying to, you know, access it, but then after a while he was just on it. Like, this man was jumping from one wall to another like he was on some rabbit shit, you know. Like, he wasn't jumping as high as All Might, but like at the same token, I guess it's only because he can use 5%. And that's the thing, a lot of people sleep. Like, this man is only using 5% of his potential compared to like the whole other shit that he has to use. Like, you know what I'm saying, he ain't really like used all of it because his body can't handle it at this current time. So like, he basically has to train up until he could be able to hold like a higher percentage. And that's the thing, we're gonna constantly see this man get stronger and stronger and start seeing him do some shit that even All Might couldn't have done. Like, this shit is about to be one of the fucking most lit animes of all time on some shit. Like, you know, I'm still iffy about certain aspects of it, but I just need them to keep doing what they're doing. If they continue like down this path, this is basically gonna be one of them OGs that people go back and watch like back in the day, like, you know, the original Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, like those type of animes. In the tournament arc, bro, don't get me started on the tournament arc. That shit was pretty nice. That shit was really clean for this show, and it was really lined up really well. Like, Todoroki and Deku is probably the most beautiful fucking fight scene I ever seen in an anime in a really, really long time. Like, this shit was on par with Naruto versus Sasuke final fight. Like, a lot of people probably like, what do you mean? But I mean, in terms of them using their power at that max, I mean, it was one blow, but like the way the animations were set up, you know, I was like, goddamn, like that clash was ridiculous. I was like, a human actually created this. It was like, what the actual fuck is going on? Like, this shit was completely beautiful. Now, if we look at today's episode, you know, because I basically just talked about the anime as a whole now. If you look at today's episode has been really chill in terms of like characterization and shit like that, you know, developing, going further past, you know, what they have become in terms, because, you know, they got the award, not the really award, but like the applause for killing Hero Killer Stain. You know, that was kind of a penalty and shit like that, but it wasn't too bad. Like, you know, as long as they didn't take the limelight, they just did it for being heroes, you know, they can't be punished and shit like that. I mean, it's still dope to see, like, you know, they try to implement like rules and shit like that on them, but at the same time giving them a pass due to the fact that they did so well. Because like the finale of the Hero Killer, like that shit was put together so cleanly. Like, my boy Deku really showed his true observation skills, and he was talking like he just was on some next level shit. And that's kind of like what Gran was saying. Gran was basically like, you know, look at him, he's like All Might but worse, because he thinks a lot deeper than All Might. All Might basically picked it up and knew how to do it on his own. He figured it out on his own, but at the same token, like, the way he predicts is like advanced level, like next level compared to All Might. Like, this man doesn't think like All Might does. He thinks a lot different, a lot faster, and he picks things up like way quicker. And he even called him a monster. Due to the fact that he called him a monster, that goes to show you, like, eventually somewhere down the line, this man's about to be OD as shit, and a lot of people are gonna sleep on him. But at the same token, you know, we've watched all this build up. Basically what I liked about today's episode was, you know, they got into the chilling part, and they got into like the aspects of talking about like what went down. You know, they basically just had some moments where you know, All Might was chilling and that shit. Like, it was just really like a swell episode. It wasn't like too much of like a fight, you know. It's just like them just getting commemorated for their like accomplishments, you know. Lydia talking to their friends, talking about wanting to get stronger. I actually seen a side of Todoroki joking around, which I thought was pretty interesting. And you know, we kind of got a glimpse towards the end, like, of the next thing starting to happen. We got the talks about Hero Killer Stain's ideology and shit like that. So now it's like, you know, we about to see Hero start to go to the villain of super evil villains or some shit, the League of Super Evil Villains or some shit like that. That shit is about to be crazy because it's kind of like the Justice League and shit like that. Like, everybody got their own little good side and the bad side. Like, this shit is about to be lit because we got a glimpse of like some villains that we're gonna see in the future commit some crimes and shit like that. And one character I was excited about was the one that I got on a thumbnail. Nexus told me his name, but it slipped my mind. I don't really want to know yet because, like, at the same token, I'm about to read the manga, so I don't want to be spoiled. So please, no spoilers in the comment section. But overall, I must say I'm really enjoying My Hero Academia. It's really dope. I hope you guys will like partake in watching it with me, and we can actually sit down and have like talks about it just like we do with Boruto and shit like that. So let me know your personal thoughts, your personal opinions on this review, and if you want to see more Boku no Hero, make sure you hit that like button. Hitting that like button lets me know that you're supporting the content and you want to see more of it. So I'll try to put more of it out. So with that being said, my name is Channel Ben Trill. Stay tuned, stay real. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye.